type on anyone's end. Okay, guys, so I am so excited to hang out with you today. I want to let you know how today is going to go. We might run maybe 10 minutes over. I'm going to try and be really strict on time, but here's what's going to happen. We're going to get through 6 or 7 portfolios. We're going to do that through sticking to 7 minutes per portfolio. And I am going to try and have some Q&A at the very end. We will see if we have time for that. That's why I really recommend you use the Q&A in the bottom. To make things really, really clear for you, the way I'm going to be going through the portfolios today is by using this portfolio scorecard that I created. Now, I have a version of this that is a lot more in-depth that I use when I'm doing more in-depth portfolio reviews. But the areas that we really want to focus on are kind of 3 areas: about you, your projects, and the UX of the portfolio. So in the questions that relate to about you, we're looking at what does this person do and what is their experience? And remember, recruiters and hiring managers, they're not reading every word. They're skimming, they're scanning, etc. So in an instant, we need to know, what does this person do and what is their experience? We also want to learn, what type of projects has this person worked on right here. I'm just going to try and connect my mouse here, make my life easier. And then third, we've got, can I easily contact them and how can I learn more about this person? Next, in the projects section, I want to know if every project has a really, really clear title. And I'll explain a little bit more about that in a moment. Does each project have a clear story that explains the why of the project and not just the how and the what that was done? Of course, we want to know what happened, but we want to know how did it happen? And most importantly, why did it happen? And then, do the projects demonstrate that the person has the skills they say they have, right? If you say you are a user researcher and the projects in your portfolio are not showcasing lots of research skills, then am I really going to believe you can do research if I hire you to do research? And then finally, the UX of the actual portfolio. We're looking at, did the person consider the UX of the portfolio? Does it have a clear navigation? If it's a website, if it's a PDF, is it easy to get through it? Is it readable? Is it skimmable? Is it scannable? Is it feeling overwhelming, or does it feel easy to get through? Are the images clear? Do I understand what they are, etc.? Like I said, there's way more that goes into a more in-depth portfolio review, but these are the kind of major topics that I think you guys could benefit from. And it's going to allow us to have a consistent method for scoring each of the portfolios we're going to get through today. Now, the way that I'll do it is I'm just going to verbally be scoring them, but if I review your portfolio, I'm also going to be filling out paper versions of this, and then I am going to take a photo of it and send it back to you. That way I can do it as I'm doing it. I just don't have enough monitors and stuff to be typing in, my feedback and stuff. So I'll score it on a scale of, does it need work? Is it, good, or is it amazing? You should not make any changes. This is perfect type. I know this is a little bit vague, but that's the scale I'm going to work with today. Maybe we'll change it in the future. And then if I have any notes for you, I'll leave them there. So I know many of you submitted your portfolios, and obviously we can't get through them all today. So maybe we will do more in the future. I don't know. But in case you don't know who I am, you've never heard of me before, you found this on LinkedIn or Twitter or something like that, my name is Sarah Doody. I have been working in UX for a long, long time. And in 2017, I founded something called the UX Portfolio Formula, honestly, because so many people asked me how to make portfolio that I thought, I just want to put all of this information in one place so I can help a lot more people rather than working with everyone one-on-one, which just doesn't scale. So that's what I really do. I've kind of shifted my business. I still do UX consulting work, but not as much because this takes up a lot of my time. So the UX Portfolio Formula is a career accelerator that helps you get your dream role and also do really well in that role once you are hired, because a lot of the skills that you learn while you're making your portfolio will also serve you very well once you are hired, because part of your portfolio is learning how to communicate what you did and why you did it and articulate your design decisions and things like that. And as you can imagine, that's very helpful once you're hired as well. So inside the UX Portfolio Formula, we're learning things like how to write effective case studies, create portfolios, how to stand out, how to prepare for job interviews, etc. And over 1,700 people from all stages of their UX career really have been through this and hired at some of these companies and many, many more. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of context because I have looked at many, many portfolios. And after 3.5 years of doing this, I can assure you that a lot of the tips and feedback I'm going to give you can really, really help you improve your portfolio. So let's get started here. I want to switch over. I need to pull up the first one here. And I apologize if we're not going to get to yours. I tried to choose portfolios so that we had different people at different stages of their career and different parts of UX, not just all designers or all researchers, but a good mix. And like I said, maybe we'll do this again. So we are going to start with Miguel. I don't know if you're here, but I need to share my other window. Let me find out how to do this in the UX of this program I'm using. Okay, hold on. I think it's going to work best if I just use, let me do this actually. Let me create a new Chrome window and then I will share this window. All right, let's share this window. Okay, here we go. So first up is Miguel, and I am going to set a timer on my phone for 7 minutes. Actually, I'm going to do 6 just to be cautious. Okay, so 6 minutes. The clock is starting. You guys can see Miguel's portfolio. I'm going to go over. Okay, 6 minutes is starting now. So let's go over. First things we want to know about Miguel. So who is Miguel? What does Miguel do? We're here on the homepage. As I'm scrolling the homepage, a few things are standing out to me. There's no information about Miguel. There's no kind of statement about what Miguel does. I don't know if Miguel does user research or visual design or front-end development. I'm not sure. So what does this person do and what is their experience? I would say that needs work. I'm going to mark it down here. I'm sure it's under the About section, but the problem is people are busy. They might not click to the About section. So you're much better to have somewhere on your homepage where you're saying, hey, I'm Miguel. I'm a user researcher with 5 years experience or something like that. What types of projects has Miguel worked on? Okay, so pet peeve of mine, but it's not just a pet peeve. It really is the UX of your portfolio. So when I come to your homepage and it is just images like this, what are these? Are these logos? I don't know. I don't know what these are. I have no way to decide which one to click on. It just becomes a matter of, oh, I like the color purple. I'm going to click on this one. So on the homepage, I wish that Miguel had not just used images here, but had text like here, a little title about this project. You know, when you're on like a news website or an online magazine or something, and there's, you know, an article or a bunch of articles and there's a title and a photo and some text. Think of that for your homepage, right? If you're going to put work on your homepage, I don't know what this is about. So I need that context. So title of project, a little bit about what it was, and then maybe like this was a user research project, or this was for this company, but we could definitely improve on that. Okay, how could we contact Miguel? There's nothing at the bottom. There's no footer. That's kind of a missed opportunity there, but let's click over to the about, because Miguel has an about, which I'm sure there's more information there. Okay, so finally, we're starting to learn a little bit about Miguel. What does Miguel do? Okay, now we're seeing this text here. Brazilian-born, Boston-based UX designer who loves classic rock, blah, blah, blah. Okay, strong recommendation that you should add some of this text over to the homepage so that you're not forcing the user to come over to this page. To me, this image feels like extremely large, and it's kind of taking away from this text. If I were you, I would have the kind of statement about who you are and what you do. I would have that in a much larger font so it's easier to read. Also, I'm really, really cautious when it comes to linking people away from your website, because if they have come to your website, guess what? You don't want them to leave. You want them to be on your website as long as possible so they can learn more about you. So I'm not sure I would link off to these Wikipedia pages and these companies and things like that. Every single link you put that leaves your website is increasing the chances that someone's going to click all these and then, like, you know, go spend 20 minutes on these websites and not spend 20 minutes on your website. So think about that. Okay, I would encourage you. I think it's great to link off to some of these. I would encourage you, do we need to link off to all of these for all the reasons that I just said? Obviously, we need email. Do you want to link to your Facebook? It's fine if they Google that and eventually come to your Facebook, but do you want to proactively send someone to your Facebook? If it were me, I would not, but maybe your Facebook is all about UX, which in that case, maybe it makes sense. Okay, let's go into one of Miguel's projects. We obviously will not have time to go through every single project and every single, in each person's portfolio. Let's go to, I have no idea. Let's go to Play Kids. Okay, so now we're trying to understand, what is Play Kids about? I have no idea. Let's try and find out. And we have 1 minute and 13 seconds left. Okay, Play Kids. I'm looking for a really clear title about this, what this is. I'm still not sure. Is this like an app design? Was this user research? Was this front-end development? So this is, we've got a title here, Play Kids. We've got this. And then landing zone and illustration art direction. Okay, so that's good. I wonder if we could have a stronger title. For what? Is it for the whole product? Is it for just the tablet app? What is this? Landing zone and illustration art direction for, you know, Play Kids app. I have no idea. You want to have a clear title that communicates the company, what you did, and a little bit more like about, was it for mobile or desktop or some certain user flow, right? Okay, so then as we're scrolling up and down this page, let's go through it really quick. We've got little text about what this is. It's educational content for children. So we're looking at this. You were assigned to design a trial landing zone for the partnership. We're partner brands. Okay, that's time. Stop. Where partner brands was displayed in a custom URL. Okay, so we're going to scroll down here. We're going to go here. We're going to see this. Okay, so my feedback here is concerning the images. They're nice. They're big. I can understand them. What's missing is more of an explanation as to the process and kind of some of the reasoning behind the design decisions. It looks like these are all the final version. I would really encourage you to go back and think about how you arrived at these, especially consider the experience of someone who may not speak Portuguese. I think, I'm going to assume that. Although I don't know, I don't speak Portuguese or Spanish, but apologies. But for the user that doesn't know that language, it could be really beneficial for you to be annotating your designs. And what I mean is, could you be, and I haven't found a great way to annotate your websites, guys, but could you be like having little, imagine here you have, imagine here you have like number 1, and then over on this side, you're like number 1. This section was important because blah, blah. And then you're like number 2 here, number 2, this text did this. Anyway, those are some things to think about. It looks like, Miguel, you need to work on the UX of your homepage, the content on that homepage, and then telling more of a story about this project, because you're skipping right to the final deliverables. And of course, we want to see the deliverables, but people are more interested in the process that you went through, how you arrived at these solutions. So that is Miguel's. I am going to move on